Alright, so as it turns out, I'm not actually quite done yet, and that's just because I'm curious about how the border crossing is going to go this way around from Iraqi Kurdistan back to Turkey. So basically I'm just going to film it and see what happens. So right now I'm in Zaho, where it all began 8 days ago. This is where the demonstration was. This is where I arrived on the first night and thought I was going to fucking die because I had no money, I had no plans, and I had no idea, to be honest, why I thought coming to Kurdistan in Iraq was a good idea. But after spending 8 days in this country, turns out everything's fucking sweet. I've had an ace time, so this time I am comfortable. So everything's sweet. So the plan is, well, I wasn't going to cross the border at night time, but I just arrived from Erbil and I was going to stay the night here in Zaho, cross the border in the morning and get a 12 o'clock midday bus tomorrow. But thinking about it, I don't really want to chance it because tomorrow is a Sunday that people might just be asleep all morning and no one's going to drive across the border in the morning and then miss that bus, because in 2 days time I already have a plane ticket booked from Istanbul. So realistically I need to be in Van tomorrow. I need to be on a bus from Silopi at midday tomorrow to get me to Van at night time, and then the next morning fly to Istanbul from Van and then catch the Istanbul flight. So yes, it's a bit of a fucking process, but basically it all rests on me getting this bus tomorrow, so I'm doing it tonight. So the plan is, I'm going to find some geezer who's keen to drive across the border all the way, hopefully this time, unlike the Turkish guy I got on the way here who didn't really want to drive into Kurdistan. So yeah, fingers crossed we can find someone who's going to drive me across into Turkey, stay the night there, and then get in a bus tomorrow morning will be an absolute piece of piss. So, let's give it a fucking shot.
$5 5,000 Iraqi.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
A good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Update, dead nice guy helped me get a taxi. So I'm now somewhere near the border and taxi man's also trying to help me find a guy to drive me across, because as we know it's illegal to walk across, which is a bit inconvenient, but that's how the fucking world works. So yeah, while I can confirm that people are dead nice, dead helpful, this would be far less unnerving in the daytime. But yeah, here he is outside trying to talk to people and get me a new mate. Bless it. People are ace here, honestly. Update, we are now a bit inside, or past the first little bit of the border. He's now talking to a new group of mates, trying to help me out. I've now been handed over to a group of conveniently and strangely assembled middle-aged men, so I reckon my chances about now stand at about 50% success to get across the border. Everything's going to be sweet, and about 50% chance of me getting sold into trafficking. So yeah, the thing I would say about this process, about trying to get across the border itself, like getting transport, is it's very unofficial. So yeah, don't expect like a nice provided bus service or anything if you're looking at doing this. I've now been put in a car and he's run off with my passport, so that's being listed on the black market as we speak. Fucking hell. On a serious note, can you imagine if that guy just never came back? Shit the fucking bed. But no, I've had a week of good humans, so I'm sure this is gonna go swimmingly. I have no idea where my man's actually gone. He went like this way. He went back there somewhere. However, about 80% sure if you search GY passport on ebay.iq right now, there will be precisely one result. Bloody hell. Wait, no, it's sound. Passport's just here. Probably can't see it very well, but it's just there on the dashboard, so I have got an ID. I'm just a bit trapped in a whip at the minute. Well, had an ID. That's now gone. Along with my new mate. This is going to take fucking hours in it again. Bloody hell. Alright, so we've made some progress. We've got to the first bit, or the second bit actually. It's like layers this. It's quite a process. You drive to somewhere, stop, do some shit. Drive like 30 more seconds, stop, do more shit. Drive 500 meters, stop, do some more shit. There's loads of places. It's a bit of a ball ache, so if you are looking at doing this, allow quite a lot of time. And I had a few comments on the last border crossing video, the one from Turkey to here, saying, oh, you're an idiot, they checked you because this and this. I know why they're fucking like stopping us, and I'm glad they're stopping us, because if I can just stroll into Kurdistan or into Turkey, then I'm going to be concerned about who else has just strolled into Iraqi Kurdistan or Turkey. So I do know why, and I'm glad for it. It's just a bit of a process. And also, I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you're like dead comfortable with just letting go of a situation, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. This guy just said he'll drive me across, and you've got to just believe him. There's no dialogue between him and me because, well, we don't speak each other's languages. So yeah, if you're a bit of a nervous person, a bit anxious, probably don't cross this border. Hey, here he is. I know you can't see a lot because it's dark, but basically there's the bit where the Kurdish army check you and your car and stuff and what you're carrying, and we are 10th in the queue in the car, so yeah. Literally got no idea why we're not moving. My man's gone somewhere, it's been off for like an hour, the queue's still here. No one's moving at all, I don't know why, but yeah. So far about an hour and a half into the total process of this. I'm still stationary, so right now I'm glad that we didn't say this till the morning, because right now I would be pranging. Another 30 minutes has passed, another load of fuck all has happened. My new best mate, the driver, just got in the car and said Turkey problem, so it's not looking good, boys. Fuck me, it's looking very much like me and my mate are going to be sleeping in this car tonight. Literally nothing's happening and no one knows why everything stopped. And even more strangely, it's just started raining. How about that? Bloody hell. Almost some very good news. We just moved about 100 feet, thought the whole day was saved. But then we got told to stop still again, and he's ran back inside and we're waiting again. Oh wait, it's coming back. It's all just got dead fucking hectic. There's loads of, like, I assume all these guys in non-uniform but with torches and stuff, like undercover.
Johnny.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
English.
English.
America.
English. Britain.
Britain.
No. Everyone's shouting at everyone. There's these guys not in uniform with torches looking at everyone's shit. I feel like they're undercover border guards or something. And they're now digging through the car. Fucking hell. shit the bed. Alright, we've been told to park up once again. We're in a massive queue again, but I'm going to take this moment just to say that, yeah, if you are going to do this kind of thing, well, cross this border, then do what I'm doing. Like, have a guy, like a local guy who speaks the language and stuff, who's done this a few times, to drive you across. I'm paying my guy about 50 grand, so it's around 30 quid or so, and for that he's running in and out with a passport, seeing what's going on and stuff, so it's definitely worth it, and much cheaper than flying, even if flying were possible, which right now it isn't. So yeah, he's in a rush as well by the looks of it, so we shouldn't, well, hopefully he's going to get it done as quickly as possible. So yes, this is a process. Yes, I'm bored, but I am also glad that this is tonight and not tomorrow morning, and it's going about as well as it could be given the situation. So everything's fine, boys, everything's fine. If you're watching this and you want to feel a little bit privileged, then go run yourself a hot bath, get in it with a cup of tea, maybe some biscuits if you're a biscuit in the bath kind of guy, watch Into the Wild, and just think about the fact that you are not yourself stuck on the border between Turkey and Iraq, because I wish I could be doing all those things right now. Instead, I'm here in a guy's car, dead late at night, not knowing what the shitting hell is going on. Life. As if the situation couldn't get any weirder. I don't know, just the queue moved in front of us, so there's like a little bit of a gap. So the guy in the car behind the one I'm in, because the driver I'm with ran inside to speak to someone, I don't know, he just fucking hopped in the car and just started driving it forward. Someone else just fucking did it. Where's my man gone? Is he in fucking jail or what? And the door's wide open. That's it. I'm lost. The last inkling I had about what the fucking hell was going on has vanished. Everyone's driving everyone's fucking car about. My mate's disappeared with my fucking passport. People are asking me where he is. I don't fucking know where he is. What a clusterfuck this is. This is the shitstorm that befalls a country that bans flights in its own area, so you've got to drive everywhere and try and cross countries. It's ridiculous. Help. And this is what I meant when I said letting go of a situation. I mean, even if I wanted to do something about this whole thing, I wouldn't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. You just kind of got to sit here, let 85 people just jump in the car whenever they want and start fucking driving you about. And you just got to sit and hope for the best and think that, you know, maybe this guy will come back to your passport. Maybe he will eventually cross this border before next fucking weekend. So you just recline your seat like this and, I suppose, have a nap. And by the way, I'm sorry this is so dark and probably not that visually exhilarating, but this is the Turkish border. Middle of the fucking night. Not the Blackpool illumination, so, you know, fucking soz about that. I'd have it differently if I could as well. Do you know what? This morning I woke up and I said to myself, fuck it, today I'm going to go to Mosul. And I was going to go, and if I didn't have a flight in a couple of days, I'd probably be there right now, wandering about, having a look around, right? Or, as is more probable, I would be in the process of being diced into little fucking Grimbarian pieces, put in a pan and fried live on the fucking BBC News by an ISIS member demanding a ransom of 12 billion quid, right? And that, thinking about it, is a bit more favourable than this. Literally sat here in the dark, in both senses of that phrase. Literally, middle of the night, literally don't know what the fuck's going on. And bored off my tits. 4 hours and 8 minutes in. Still stationary. Fuck's sake, went for a walkabout, didn't really think about it, walked load dead far that way, like backwards, went to a toilet, went to back across that, and then they thought I was trying to like walk across the border, not in a car, which I am. Fucking hell, this is a nightmare. Spoke to a Turkish guy though, he said it's because the Turkish border's closed. But he didn't seem entirely arsed, so hopefully it'll be fixed soon. Hey, I think we're moving, boys. But who's going to drive the car this time? That's the question. Alright, it was actually my mate, the actual driver. He jumped in, drove us a few feet forward, and then said something about a problem and literally ran off. Mate, I was having a dead good nap. Did not want to get woken up for driving 3.5 meters. I want to be in bed. He's back again. I'm just dead confused and tired and just over this process. We're out. Alright, no, we're not out. Told to park up again. Driver guy went mad at army guy, so we're waiting again. This is like this is such a small amount through the whole like border as well, so it's going to be so fucking long. Too tired for this shit, boys. Everyone's starting to kick off. The army guys have guns. Bloody hell. Everyone's going mad about it. Army guys having none of it. I think we're accepting some new mates. I give up. I give up trying to work out what's going on. I'm just gonna be a witness from now on. Sit and just accept everything. Fuck it.
والله سيدة هاكي ما هيك ما قيمة ما قصدها هاكي ما قصدها كيكي سيدة قصدها كي بكي لا قصدها كي دي بكي لا دايما أبا.
Alright, quick sit rep. Ended up with 6 Turkish women in the back. 6. I don't know if you can see with that footage if it was too dark, but yeah, it was like fucking Jenga. They got out after 100 meters, not really sure why. And my man's just been stuffing cigarettes all over his car and he's smuggling about 900 metric fucking tons of them. So, yeah, I've run out of words. I'm speechless. This is not how I envisioned my evening to go. However, I believe this little sheltered bit here, if you can see that, as soon as we cross that, we're officially over the border. Everything's sweet. There's a Turkish little flag thing that's up there as well. Yeah, it's almost done.
Araç nerede? Araç nerede? Araç kafadaki araç abi. Aramaya başlandı mı? Yok abi. Tamam, başlansın.
This is it. This is the sheltery bit that I think means we're through the border. Fuck me. It is 10 minutes to 1, which times it at 5 hours and 50 minutes. I got in this car at pretty much exactly 7 o'clock and we've travelled about 800 metres in that time. Fucking hell. We're nearly through, boys. We're nearly through. However, the situation is not fully solved because now it's taken us so long to get through. We're going to get to Sloppy in about 20 minutes, hopefully, and then it's going to be 1:15 or so, and then it's going to be impossible to find a hotel because it'll all be closed for the night or whatever. So, might end up sleeping at the bus station and wait until tomorrow's bus. Fuck's sake. As if this night couldn't get any worse. Shit the bed. I mean, we could get lucky, could find a hotel, or could have a very cold night's sleep. Fuck it. Fingers crossed. Hi. Tamam. Yo. Right, good morning, and what the fucking hell is going on? Well, right now I'm walking to the bus station. It is now 6:30, just gone, about 2 miles walk to the bus station where I'm told there's a 7 o'clock bus to Van rather than the 12 o'clock one I was originally aiming for. Last night, well, I crossed the border eventually, like after all the last visa checks, got into Turkey about 1:30 in the morning, which is far too late to look for a hotel, especially in a town as desolate as this. This guy asked me hotel and I said no, and gestured that I would sleep in the autogar, and he said, well, he went on his phone, Google Translate, and said guest, as in guest, invited me to his house, which is very, very kind of him because last night was fucking freezing, and it still is, and these streets don't look entirely appetizing for sleeping on. So, dead grateful for that. Him and his wife made me food. I met his little baby daughter. It was sweet. Despite the enormous language barrier, it was dead sweet, and we had a mini conversation on Google Translate. Fucking, I'm still asleep. Just nice of him. So, yeah, the fucking odyssey of crossing the border from Iraq to Turkey is now complete. I'm so still asleep. I had like 2 hours sleep last night. Now heading here, gonna get a bus to Van and then get a plane to Istanbul. Everything's gonna be fucking sweet. Last night was an even bigger ball ache than I ever imagined was possible with crossing the border. I thought the initial Turkey to Iraq one was terrible, and that one was 8 times worse. And I'm glad that I filmed that, because if anyone ever asked me for advice in the future on crossing that border backwards, there would be no words to describe the fuckery that came about. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my absolute fucking demise. If you are going to cross that border, please allow 800 hours just in case. For now, I'm fucking dehydrated, starving, and I am knackered beyond belief, so I'm going to go and hopefully get on this bus and sleep all my issues away and deal with everything when I get to Van. So yeah, Iraq adventure is complete. It was fucking incredible. If you've not seen my videos from Iraq, then please go back and check them out. Not for my sake, but just for the reason that you'll understand how Iraq really is rather than what you've heard about. Anyway, I'm too tired to fucking talk anymore. I'm dipping. Cheers for watching, boys. See you in a bit.